Dude, I will get on in a sec, okay? No, I literally just added up my sword and stuff. I know, because I want to have him upgrade. I'm getting a multiplayer. No. I'm going on Black Ops. I'm just gonna go. No, you join me.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere minutes away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. So now let's go to Glendale, Arizona, where Jim and Phil have the call.
And let's check in the latest from the sidelines. Here's Danielle Bellini.
Thanks, Jim. This Super Bowl can be a very distracting time for players and coaches. So I asked both teams, how have you been dealing with all of the distractions during this run up to Super Bowl 49? Well, they all admitted, yes, it's easy to get caught up in the media attention. They tell me they've been 100% focused on this game tonight. And guys, they all know what a special night this is, and they want to make the most of it by coming out with a win. Back to you.
Thanks, Danielle, and now we'll go to the field. Back deep is the former track star from the University of Texas, Marquise Goodwin. And Stephen Hauschka looks set now to kick it away. Goodwin's going to start his return. And the tackle's made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. At quarterback for the Bills, here is E.J. Manuel, who they believe is the future of the franchise. Now in his second season out of Florida State. Whoop, was that a false start?
Oh, yeah, that was easy to see. Even with your bad eyes as you get older, you could see that he moved before he snapped the ball.
False start, offense. Still first down.
First down coming up. Offense lines up here. Here's the give to Fred Jackson. Jackson's taken down.
When a coach can have a run and picks up those kind of yards, it gives them confidence, and they will show more and more patience with the running game. So the defense, they better dig in here.
The Super Bowl. It's as big as it gets. And just the fan side of you, Phil, what sticks out in your memory bank?
Well, I think the game, one of my favorite games of all time, Jim, when you talk about the Super Bowls, the Steelers, the Dallas Cowboys, I loved them both. Roger Staubach, Terry Bradshaw, and I remember the Jackie Smith drop in the end zone. Just the emotion that came from him, from all the Cowboys and Roger Staubach. It was an exciting game to watch.
Third down following the run. C.J. Spiller is in the backfield. Manuel from the gun. And going to be caught with a sack. And they're going to be punting after a short series.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
Baldwin's got it on the return. Breaks the tackle. And he's going to give his team great starting field position on that return. Seattle leader on offense is third-year quarterback Russell Wilson. Already a Super Bowl winning quarterback who was taken in the third round a couple of years back out of the University of Wisconsin. Probably should have had that one, but it goes incomplete. Keep an eye today on Zach Miller.
Yeah, Zach Miller, not a speed tight end in the NFL, but smart, crafty, and has good size, so he'll find a way to make some catches.
The Bills come out in the nickel. Second down and 10. Lynch, and there's only 2 yards to be found right there. For the defense, the first pick in the draft in 2006, defensive lineman Mario Williams.
Yeah, Mario Williams had a nice 2013 season, came on, got a lot of sacks, and you can build your defense around him because he knows how to get to the quarterback.
Almost intercepted that time.
You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't throw off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you had good balance. That time the throw's off the mark.
Offense is still on the field here. On fourth down, needing 8 yards for the first. Offense lines up here. Ooh, they fail to pick up the first, and the ball will go back to the other side.
It is without a doubt the worst place to get pressure up the middle on the quarterback. It happened that time, and he did the right thing. Just take the sack.
First and 10. Jackson, and a run right up the middle. Right there that time for the tackle. One of the keys to this Seattle defense is Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas, probably the fastest safety in the National Football League. They let him stand back there and truly play center field. He reads the quarterback and then tries to go and make those plays.
Second and 6. Jackson's handed the football. Good for only a yard. Third down on the way. Quarters formation here for the defense. Manuel's got it in the gun. And he's going to be dropped for the sack. That's going to bring up fourth down after just a 3-play series.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
And this will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Lynch is in the backfield. He's turning ahead. Williams in on the tackle. That leads us to second down. Wilson's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. They're going to get him here for a sack.
That time the quarterback didn't hold the football. The left side of the line they just collapse. He doesn't even feel it or see it, and he goes down for the sack.
Offense lines up here. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
They bring back out the offense to go for it. Wilson's lined up. 2 tight ends set. Interception. No one's going to get him now. The tackle was made.
Again, this defense is just attacking today. They got the offense backed up. They go after them. They're aggressive. And what does it do for them? It gets them an interception inside the opponent's 20-yard line.
So first and goal to go. He has the grab. That's a gain of 8. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Jackson's taking the handoff. Touchdown, number 1 at the Super Bowl.
Nothing like scoring first in any game, but when you do it in the Super Bowl, you can just times it by 10 because the pressure builds on the other team. They know they're behind. They want to score some points, and it just makes it tougher when you get on the board first.
The Bills have their defense to thank for those points. That interception setting up the score that the offense was able to finish off. He had nowhere to go, and they deck him at the 16-yard line. First down here. Marshawn Lynch is in the backfield. Almost intercepted.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
Lynch is lined up as the single back. Throws the pass. Catch made. They bring him to the turf.
Hard to play man-to-man against such a quality receiver. You got to mix up the coverage. You play straight man-to-man, you're going to give up a lot of completions.
Russell Wilson has it under center. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. Ball's picked off. He stacked up at that point.
Mike's such an impressive athlete. We know he can tackle and stop the run game, but how about that in the pass game? Defending the pass and picking it off. Good job.
First down at the 34. Jackson's got it on the handoff. Running the ball is never a given, but here in the first half with a lead, you have to think this team would love to establish the run better in order to control and hold the lead the rest of the way, Phil.
Yeah, get some rhythm of the football game on your side. And I'll tell you how you start it. You go over there to the bench, and you look at those offensive linemen and say, you must block better for the run. I think they will as the game goes along.
The Bills have it at the 34. He'll fire it out to the left. Would have been intercepted.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. Goodwin's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Manuel from the gun. Looking to go down the field here. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Bills lined up for the field goal. Looks like a false start on the offense.
False start, offense.
The Bills decide they will punt the football.
But they got punt it. Boom. Sad. Okay. Oh, that should have been cool.
First down here. And Richardson's lined up now as a slot receiver. Play action Wilson. And Graham can't quite hold on to it for the best.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
We need to get a better coverage.
They bring in the extra tight end. Wilson's on the move.
Okay.
That picks up 7. Russell Wilson is an outstanding runner of the football when he decides to tuck it under.
Yeah, what I like about him so much,
Slip
he just
screen.
makes it look easy. He's never in a hurry, always under control, and that's one of the reasons why he never takes any big hits.
The Seahawks this time will go with two balls out. Recovery by the defense.
That'll stop the play right there. That's what you call a takeaway. That time the defense just hit the ball carrier so hard that he had to give the football up, and they lose it.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. First and goal. Secures it with two hands. They keep fighting for every inch, every yard, as they move closer and closer to the end zone.
Now this offense, they fit perfectly with the head coach. He's a tough guy. He's a grinder. And this offense, what a job here right now. They are grinding this football, like you said, right down the field. The defense is fired up right here, aren't they? They know it's third and goal. This game is close. They make a stop here. That is big time for their football team.
Offense lines up here. Third and goal at the 4. Incomplete, looking underneath that time.
Big decision for the coach this time, Jim. You failed on third and goal. What do? Do you go for it? I say you call the play and you try to put up 7 points.
And he puts it through for 3.
When you get great field position, Jim, you got to take advantage of it. The offense didn't do it. I blame the coach. Those were terrible play calls, but a good kick by the kicker.
And he got across the 20 and tackled at the 21. It's first down as they head to the line. Lynch is in the backfield. Single back set. It's intercepted. He's brought down.
Alonso's probably going to go to the sideline.
Let's check in down to the sidelines with Danielle Bellini.
Thanks, Jim. This Super Bowl can be a very distracting time for players and coaches. So I asked both teams, how have you been dealing with all of the distractions during this run up to Super Bowl 49? While they all admitted, yes, it's easy to get caught up in the media attention, they tell me they've been 100% focused on this game tonight. And guys, they all know what a special night this is, and they want to make the most of it by coming out with a win. Back to you.
Danielle, thank you very much. Now we'll go to the field. The Seahawks are ready to run back this kick.
Oh, I don't want this dude.
And Gaze set now as we prepare to kick it away. Bills ready to boot this one down the field.
See, I told you he sucks.
And brought down at the 24. Wilson's heading on to the field. He'll be leading the Seahawks today. They come to the line, and it's first down. Lynch is in the backfield. Will go ground. They'll mark him at the 28. Here's the offensive line. And for this team, they are the lifeblood of the offense. When they're blocking well, this team can do some serious damage. The Seahawks take it from the 28. Handoff made. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
Stupid.
On that Buffalo defense, a player to watch, Mario Williams.
Boy, they need help on the defensive side. They need Mario Williams to be a pass rusher that takes two guys to block, so maybe it frees somebody else up. But Mario Williams intercepted.
Oh!
And he's brought to the ground.
Excuse